A few days ago, on June 14th, 2025, millions of people across the United States participated in the No Kings protests against the policies of the Trump administration. In videos from those demonstrations, I ran across multiple events where people spontaneously sang this song together.
This land was made for you and me.
This Land Is Your Land is a song that almost everyone knows. It's been sung in elementary schools, churches, and around campfires for decades now. Most people know 4 verses, and those are mostly about the beauty of our country and our unity as a people. This land is made for you and me. And many say this song should be America's national anthem. But the additional verses of this song reveal how this song was always intended as a protest song, particularly a protest against wealth and income inequality. Woody Guthrie wrote this song in 1940. He had just hitchhiked across the country, from California to the New York Island. He saw all the amazing natural beauty of our country, but he also saw the poverty and inequities in a country still recovering from the Dust Bowl and the Great Depression. As he traveled, the popular song on every radio was God Bless America by Irving Berlin. It was unbridled praise of America. Whereas Guthrie was seeing some of the gritty truths that made him wonder, is America made for you and me, or is it made for a small class of privileged people? The original lyrics for one of his verses read, "By the relief office I saw my people. As they stood hungry, I stood there wondering if God blessed America for me." So let's sing Woody's verses of this song, and then I'll do a tutorial so you can learn to play it and offer some additional alternative verses you could incorporate. This land is your land, this land is mine, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking up the highway, I saw a body in the sky. This song can work well in either the key of G or the key of F. Let's explore both of those. So in G, we're going to have a G, move to a D, move to an A, move to a D. And you just kind of keep repeating that cycle. So, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest For the key of F, we're going to do F, C, G, C. Okay. So starting on F. This land is yours, this land is mine, from California to the New York. I actually prefer that. We can also do G7s instead of the G. Let's try that. So it'd be an F, a C, then a G7, back to C. This land is yours, this land is mine, from California to the New York Island. Okay. That's my preferred set of chords, so that's what I'm going to use through the rest of the song. So again, that's F, C, G7, C. So we have some options for strumming pattern. If you're a new player, you could just strum one time on each chord change. So that would be, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest, and so on. Or you can do 4 down strums per chord. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island. The thing I think I most often do is down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so you have that kind of strong beat at the beginning and the rest is down, up. Okay, so that'd be like, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California. There's also a couple picking patterns you could try out. You could do pluck just the C and then 2 on the strings. That'd be, and you do that 4 times per chord. This land is, sorry. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island. You can further spice up that picking pattern by mixing in the G. So you're going G, pluck, C, pluck, G, pluck, C, pluck, G, pluck, C, pluck. And you're doing that as you're doing your chord changes. Okay? So that's, this land is your land, this land is mine. Okay? That might be a little bit more challenging to remember the switches and the chord changes at the same time. Another easy thing that I like the sound of is kind of a pick the top, click the rest. So. Okay. Let's run through that just for a minute. So, this land is your land, this land is any of those work. Okay, let's go ahead and do a run through of the chorus and the first verse, played pretty slow. Okay. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream first chorus and the first verse again at speed. This land is your land, this land is mine, from California to the New here's an alternative Canadian chorus, which talks about from Bona Vista, which is in Newfoundland on the east coast, to Vancouver Island, which is British Columbia on the west coast, from the Arctic Circle in the north to the Great Lake waters in the south. Okay. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Bona Vista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. This verse, I believe, was written by Pete Seeger in the 70s. It talks about wealth inequality, and it was very relevant in Woody Guthrie's time in the 1940s, and unfortunately still very relevant today. Maybe you've been working just as hard as you're able, but you've got crumbs from the rich man's table. Maybe you're thinking, was it truth or fable, that this land was made for you and me. There has been fair criticism of this song as a colonialist song about white settlers claiming, this land is made for me. Never mind the people who already lived here. In a video from 1976, Pete Seeger sings this verse, which was written by Carol Israel, which acknowledges that. This land is your land, but it once was my land, before we sold you Manhattan Island. You pushed our nations to the reservation. This land was stole by you from me. This is another one that Pete Seeger shared in 1976. It was not written by him, but we know it was around then. And it's about kind of the interdependence of our lands beyond just the people. Woodlands and grasslands and river shoreline, to everything living, bugs, snakes, and microbes, feather and feather, we're all together. The planet was made for you and me. So this song is 85 years old. It is from the time of World War II. And the verses are still relevant and still engaging. They're worth singing, but I also think we could continue to be writing new verses. It's not challenging. Woody Guthrie was not a talented, trained musician. He used existing tunes and then managed to fit his words into them. And he plays with rhyme and meter and syllables to kind of make it fit. So you could do that too. You could take whatever issues you were passionate about and you could create new verses for this song that you could sing, that you could teach to others to kind of keep this song alive. And to prove to you that it's easy, I'm going to show you a few things I played around with. And I am not a musician and none of these are meant to be permanent. They were just kind of like, if I experiment for just a short period of time, what can I invent? Right? So just some ideas to kind of get you inspired. The immigrants help make America great. Please just stop this xenophobic hate. They feed us, clothe us, help to clean up too. Their presence doesn't harm me or you. Don't vote for tax cuts for the wealthy till we can keep all fed and healthy. We can reduce the inequality and still have plenty for you and me. Love is love is love, I know that's true, so I support LGBTQ. I can honor trans identity. This land was made for they per se. I believe in research and vaccinations, climate change and weather alterations, well-trained experts that want peer reviews. Science can help protect me and you. I want diversity, equity, inclusion. To say we're treated equally is an illusion. Let's all support accommodations. So this land's actually made for you and me. Reproductive choice is essential. Those who ban it are just mental. I deserve the choice. Amplify my voice, my body, my choice belongs to me. Free and fair elections where we make our selections by mail or without 10 forms of ID. There's no intimidation or vote tampering. No more gerrymandering for me. All right, you can do better. Create a verse, share it, spread it, and enjoy singing This Land is Our Land.